Hey you guys, did y'all see my live? I went live a minute ago. I was running around the kitchen like a chicken with my head cut off. Because I was changing the angle of everything in my kitchen so I can do this recipe for you guys today. So when you hop on here, do me a favor and just say hello. Let me know where you're watching from, and I'm gonna give you just a minute to hop on.
I don't have it.
You don't have me? Refresh your page or come here and I'll help you. My husband's trying to share me out.
Oh wait, I just now popped up.
Did it pop up?
Yeah.
Which means it takes a minute for it to pop
Ooh,
up.
snowflakes on you.
There are snowflakes on me, really? That's a picture, it's not my live.
It says live now.
Oh wow, okay. All right, so maybe y'all are just now seeing my live. It took my husband. Can you cut it down? Thank you. There you go. All right. My husband's trying to share it out, and he's sharing it out from his phone. So if you're on here already, it looks like that's my husband. Y'all do me a favor and share this out to your friends. This is going to be a mug cake that everybody's going to love. This time of the year, I don't know, some people get spring fever. I get fall fever. Love fall. I love it when it starts to cool down. I love it when the leaves fall. So you may have seen my video this morning where I was doing a backyard, showing you in the backyard where all the leaves and stuff are falling, and I don't remember them being out there yesterday. So I'm like, and it's cool today. Y'all, this week it's supposed to get in the 50s for lows, and I'm just excited about it because I love cool weather. Save up on my electricity and just open some windows for some nice fresh air. And they've been open all day today. I've not used any electricity. So I'm happy about that. So what we're going to do is we're just going to start a little bit early, and we're going to go ahead and do some fall recipes. We're going to lead all the way up to November. I think I still have a few days left on the everyday keto kitchens. If y'all want me to continue on the everydays, you just need to let me know. But I believe Saturday is my last keto kitchen for a daily thing. After that, we're just going to go to a few times a week unless you ask for more. But I'm going to start leading up to Thanksgiving, the nice cooling, the smells, the food, and all of that. So we're going to start working on that. So anyway, if you want to go ahead and write this down, get your piece of paper and get your pen. You can write this recipe down. I will definitely post it when it's over. I will post the recipe here as well. You can share it out to your Facebook friends. You can share it out to any group. And I don't know if you saw the post that I did earlier today. If you didn't, take a look at it. I showed you what is going to be happening on Friday. If you will take any of my recipes, any of my lives, and if you will post them either into groups or on your Facebook friends or your families, all you have to do is just private message me that you did that to 3 people or groups. And once you do that, and you gotta tell me who they are, because I gotta know that you're actually doing it. Because there's a lot of people they're not really sharing, and they want the gifts, and I want to give the gifts, but you have to follow the rules because everybody else says. And it only takes a few seconds to share it out. You hit share, you're over. It's just not hard. So here we go. So for this recipe, I started out at the pumpkin pie. It's a pumpkin pie mug cake. Okay, spiced mug cake. Mug cake. 2 tablespoons of melted butter and a ½ ounce of cream cheese. And I went ahead and did that, and so I could go ahead and soften the cream cheese. I'm going to start mixing it up a little bit in the bowl. So I have 2 tablespoons of butter and cream cheese. Who likes pumpkin spice? If you like pumpkin spice, say pumpkin in the comments. I just want to know that you're here. I want to know that you like the pumpkin. Because I'm ready for these kinds of days and recipes. My cousin. Hi, Melba. Thank you for watching. And, of course, my husband. There's more of you on here. It's just not showing up who you are because you're not saying hello. Hello. Hi. I'm a people. You're a people. Let's talk. So anyway, my cream cheese is melting up pretty good inside the butter. And you can tell I've changed the angle of my kitchen because I'm going to be using the microwave. This is a pumpkin pie spice mug cake. So instead of using a coffee mug, I'm going to use my little ramekin, or my little, this is a little casserole dish that I've had for years and years and years. So, and also I did, you don't have to do this, but I did grease the inside of this bowl. You can do your mug, your coffee mug or whatever. You don't have to grease it. If you pour out the cake while it's still warm, it won't stick. I mean, I've never had one to stick. Hi, Una. Thank you for watching too, girl. All right, so to the butter and the cream cheese, I'm going to go ahead right here and add my baking soda. I don't know if you see on my other lives, but if you do a lot of baking, and you usually, most people add their baking powder into their dry mixture and mix it. But if you don't, if you're like me,
go ahead.
Say hey, honey. Go ahead and say hey. He says hey. Oh no, that's right. I'm not about.
Hi.
Okay. Honey, I gotta give him a recipe.
I'm behaving.
Oh, this is him behaving.
I'm going, baby. I love you.
Where you going?
Downstairs.
Okay, honey.
My drink's down there.
But I always put this in my butter when it's warm because there is nothing left. It actually literally melts into the butter. So you ain't gotta worry about any of that stuff. I have grease butter everywhere. All right, so I'm going to add a half a teaspoon of baking powder to my butter and my warm cream cheese.
Happy birthday, Uncle Johnny.
He will watch this eventually. All right, he might be now. So anyway, I got that in there, and I'm going to go ahead and mix it up. That's the whole purpose of doing this right now, is so that it will blend in with the liquid. So I'm putting the baking soda in the warm butter and the warm cream cheese. All right, to this I want to go ahead and add some sweetener. The recipe calls for 1 tablespoon of sweetener, so I have chosen to use the confectioner's Swerve, and that's what I'm going to use with a little bit of stevia liquid drops. And I'm going to do that because it offsets the cooling effect of the erythritol that's in here. So I'm going to put a tablespoon of this in there. All right. And I'm going to go ahead and put just a little bit of the stevia drops in there. I'm going to put maybe three. 1, 2, 3 little drops. It doesn't take much to offset the cooling effect. And I'm going to mix the sweetener in there right quick. I'm going to go ahead and put the spices in next. I'll put the flour in there in a minute. But the spices I'm going to put in here will be a half a teaspoon of vanilla, but I'll do that in a second. I want to go ahead and get in the half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. Where is that? And you guys can always change this up and make it your own, because I'm getting ready to do it again. You know me. half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice. That might be enough. I was going to add some cinnamon to it, but I still will. Probably about 1/8 of a teaspoon. I'm just going to put a few shakes of cinnamon because I love cinnamon. Lord have mercy. Me and my spices. Alright, just 2 shakes. That's all I put in there. I'm going to mix it up real quick, and it smells so good. It smells so good. Guess who my taste tester is? It's my grandson. He'll be on camera in a minute. He's going to come in here and taste the cake. Honey, or do you want to taste the cake? Oh, he went downstairs. He's in there. Alright, so now I'm going to go ahead and add half a teaspoon of some vanilla. And y'all, when I don't run my mouth, it does not take very long to make this cake at all. It's just that I won't quit running my mouth. To that, I'm going to go ahead and add in an egg. Just put 1 egg in the bowl. I like the angle of this right here because there's my trash can. I just threw it right on in there. So I put the egg in here and mixed it in really, really well. probably going to use a spoon, make sure all of it's up from the bottom. There we go. I mess up so much silverware when I'm doing this. Silverware is everywhere. Okay, now to this, we're going to add more than one kind of flour. We're going to add a teaspoon of coconut flour. And let's make sure I'm doing this right. And we're going to add 2 tablespoons of almond flour. Now what the mixture of the 2 flours does is it makes it more cakey-like instead of heavy. Almond flour and baked goods are good. They make good desserts, but they're kind of heavy. They're not heavy when you do it like this. So we're going to do, let's see, my half a teaspoon is wet. Oh, we need a whole tablespoon or a whole teaspoon. So this is coconut flour. They're falling apart. Coconut flour. I'm going to put 1 teaspoon. And make sure that's all I got. Alright. And almond flour, 2 tablespoons. Hi, Ruby. Hi, Sharon. Alright, 2 tablespoons of almond flour. Did y'all see my hairdo this morning? What did you think? Did you think Grandma had a good hairdo? I thought it was a little silly, but tell me what you think. Was it a good do? Should I do it again? Should I run from it? This smells so good, y'all. It smells like pumpkin spice. I believe in mixing, can you tell? Alright. So what I'm going to do with this, let me make sure I got everything in there. I got in 2 tablespoons of melted butter, half an ounce of cream cheese softened, half a teaspoon of baking powder, tablespoon of sweetener, and I put some drops, stevia drops in there, half a teaspoon of pumpkin spice, and I also sprinkle a little bit of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of vanilla, and an egg, 2 tablespoons of almond flour, and 1 teaspoon of coconut flour. Looks like I got them all done. Now I'm going to put this in the microwave for 30 seconds. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and make the icing. I got to go get a bowl, so hold on just 1 second. Okay. So did anybody say you liked it? See, yes, you made me laugh. Good. Hey, sweetheart. Sharon Johnson is another one of my daughters. I have a lot of kids. She's another one. Crystal's usually on here, but she's not on here so far. If she is, I don't see her. No, that's Sharon's picture. Okay. So anyway, they usually come on here and watch. While I'm waiting on that, again, y'all, I wore this a couple days ago, and I didn't say nothing about it. But this shirt here has always been tight too, and as you see, it's not. I'm one of those people that I don't really like dressing up. I'll be dressing up in a few days because I'm one of the prayer leaders at our church. Saturday night we have a prayer time, so I'll be dressing up on that night. Other than that, I like my t-shirts. I like my dance skins, or jogging pants type stuff, exercise. But I just feel so good when I just be relaxed, and I just don't like to dress up very much. I just like to be me, and I'm comfortable. But then again, there are those days, and when I go to church, I try to look better. Sharon says, "Love you, Mom and Dad." We love you too, honey. Your dad's downstairs. This is out. Let's see what it looks like. And I forgot, it's hot. Hold on just a minute. Alright, I want y'all to see the whole cake. The whole thing. Now, it doesn't get crusty or anything like that. Hi, Brittany. Gosh, I got family on here today, you guys. That's awesome. Okay. I hear you, Max. You can come in, baby. Okay, there we go. See if I can get this up. Maybe I should loosen it first. Now you watch. I told y'all it doesn't stick. It's never stuck before. Come on. Get off of here. I think it just made me lie. There it is. I don't know why it's sticking. I'm thinking I might should let it cook just a little bit longer. It was still a little. There we go. I want y'all to take a look at this. Oh my God, it smells so good. It smells like Thanksgiving in the house. Look. See that? This is going to cool down and then I'm going to ice it. But I'm going to show you how I'm going to make the icing. And I cannot wait. I would really like for Daniel to come up here in a minute and try it in front of you guys so that y'all can see what it tastes like from a teenager that is not going to put on and tell a lie. I don't lie either, neither does my husband, but sometimes people trust the teens better because they're like, no, I don't like that. But that's how they are. All right, so here's what you're going to need for the frosting. You're going to need a half an ounce of cream cheese softened, so I'm getting ready to soften that. You're going to need a teaspoon of sugar-free maple syrup, and I am going to use Carrie's sugar-free maple syrup. Y'all can tell that I have been in the maple trenches and the pumpkin spice trenches. That's just where I'm at right now because the weather feels good here. I'm going to also put in half a teaspoon of vanilla, and then I will put in powdered sweetener. So confectioners, I'm going to use the monk fruit for that. I'm going to use monk fruit, but I like the monk fruit taste when it comes to icings. It tastes like real cake, and I don't have to offset the cooling effect with the stevia drops. So it's just going to be pure this. And I'm just going to put this in. I don't have a measurement. I'm just going to put it in there until it's the right consistency. Yes, it's really, really fast, and it does not take a lot of ingredients to do it either, Ruby. So it's really good. It just takes me longer because I'm going through, I'm talking to you guys at the same time. All right, so here we go. Make the icing while the cake is cooling down. I'm going to go ahead and put in half of an ounce of cream cheese. So I got to measure it if I can reach it. Y'all, I'm short. I have short arms. Oh my Lord, I wish I was taller sometimes. Okay, half an ounce of cream cheese. Let's see, half an ounce. And these measurements can be given, you can give or take on the measurements because I made it up. Okay, so it's a little over half an ounce. I'm not fretting that. If it's extra icing, we're good with it. And I'm going to put in, let's see how much. I'm going to put in a teaspoon of butter. And I'm going to soften these together. Oh well. We'll soften them. I don't want to boil them. I just want them to get soft so I can work with them. Alright? I can't wait. Let's just try it. Hi Carla. Thank you for watching, girl. Peggy. Yes. Yummy. This is going to be so good. I can't wait. I'm going to probably make another one. We haven't eaten dinner here yet. I talked to you about simple ingredients, and sometimes I make things that have a lot of, seems like a little work and detail in it. Here's my keto dinner for the day. I'm going to make some French fries. I haven't decided. Whoops. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to fry them or grill them. I'm thinking, not sure yet. Anyway, we'll just season them up real good. And that's going to be what I have. See, I told you our windows are open. And I'm going to make a side dish of broccoli. And that's how simple your keto meal can be. And I'm going to put probably some cheese on there and some butter. So I'm probably going to grill the pork chop. I mean, you can have fat on the keto diet, but I try to balance it. I don't want to go crazy with it at the same time. So anyway, here we go. I'm going to go ahead and stir this up because I tried to kill the cream cheese. Did y'all hear it popping? Oh, it's not supposed to get quite that hot. But anyway, I'm just making sure these are good together. This is butter and cream cheese. And like I said, you can pretty much make this your own. I'm going to put just a little bit of maple in there, probably about a teaspoon for the maple flavor. And if you don't have sugar-free maple syrup, by all means, you guys, you can put maple extract in there. Put maybe a fourth of a, or an eighth of a teaspoon of maple extract in there, you know, just, and then taste it and see what you think. I'm one of those people that, I'm a taster, and I taste and see. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for watching. You guys, do me a favor, and because there's a lot of you on here now, say hello to me, and please, please tell me where you're watching from. My goal is to get people from all over the United States. I've already got Canada. I've got the UK. I have a lot of states, but not all the states. So if you could say hello, tell me where you're watching from, I'm going to see how close I can get to my goals. That's what I want to do. All right, so now I'm going to put just a little bit of vanilla. I decided about half a teaspoon. I'm just going to pour a little bit in there, because it's not going to be a lot. That's a little tiny cake there. All right, after I get all of this mixed up, this is where I start adding in the confectioner's sugar. And like I said, there is no measurements for the sugar for me, because I've went by people's recipes before, and some of those recipes, the frosting is like runny, and it's okay if you want a glaze. I actually want an icing, so you know. And this recipe was not the original recipe. Somebody posted it on YouTube. I don't even remember who it was, but it was like for a big cake. So I went ahead and just said, well, I got the ingredients. I'll just figure out the measurements. That's what I'm doing. So I'm giving you what I'm doing, and then y'all can adjust it to your taste. But I do know it takes a good bit of powdered sugar. So I'm going to put 2 heaping teaspoons. Well, this is more like a tablespoon. And let's see what this consistency looks like. The good thing about making icing, you can always add to or take away. You know, if you make it too thick with the powdered sugar that you put in there, you can always add a little bit more liquid to it, like some heavy cream or something to, you know, to water it down. Not to water it down, but to soften it. But as you can see, this here is still not ready as an icing. So I'm going to put in like a third. Y'all, I'm using these long teaspoons, but I'm going like, well, you see what I'm doing? They're mounting. I'm mounding them. Crystal says, hi, Flat Lake, Kentucky. Yay, Kentucky! Kentucky. My husband and I have family in Kentucky, and we have been thinking, not sure, but down the road after Daniel has graduated and in college, we're thinking about going ahead and moving on up there to Kentucky. I'm excited and scared at the same time. So, all right, so Crystal is the only one to tell me where she's watching from. Y'all, please tell me. Just the state. You don't have to tell me where you live. You don't have to give me your address. Just your state. We're almost there, you guys. This is starting to look really good. Let's see. And, you know, this is like, I think, the perfect amount of icing. Do y'all see that? I think I'm going to leave it like this. Now the problem being right here, okay, so I ended up putting, what was it, 4 of these things heaping in there, along with a half of an ounce of cream cheese. I actually went over to, it was like 0.80 on the ounces. Butter was like a teaspoon, and I softened those 2 together. Then it was a teaspoon or so of sugar-free maple syrup, and I had like approximately a half a teaspoon of vanilla in there, and about 4 of these things mounded up. So this is how I made the icing. I'm going to go ahead and taste it, and this has cooled down a good bit. I'm going to go ahead and ice it too. It's so good. They might not get this. Hold on a minute. Let me call Daniel. Daniel, Charles. Yeah. Y'all want to come taste this, please? I'm coming. Thank you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and ice it. We got the boys. Well, yeah, the boys. Charles and Daniel's getting ready to come. Daniel up here. I'm going to give them both a spoon and let them try it. I got it all over me.
God, it smells good.
It does, and you know what? It tastes good. I'm going to have to make more of this after I get off the live. I'll be making more. I'll get both of y'all a spoon.
Oh, that smells real good. I like what's on top.
I know you do. My husband, he's addicted to sugar and icing. Let me tell you what he does. He will freeze his icing and eat it. So he freezes icing and eats it like candy, and he boils his coffee and gets rid of his taste buds.
What's wrong with boiling my coffee?
Yes, and you got no taste buds left.
It makes it nice and hot. Ooh.
All right, so we just topped it off with some pumpkin spice. Take a look at that cake. All right.
Hey, Sharon.
Yeah, she's on here too. Tennessee. We also have New Mexico. Yay! One for you. One for you. And you got to do it up here so they can see the looks on y'all's faces. There they go.
Wait a minute, this is mine.
Charles, take a bite. I'll make you one later after dinner if you want one.
Okay.
This is for Keto Kitchen.
Hey, that is good.
This is good.
Get over here.
Oh, I thought I was on the thing.
No, tell them. Tell what you think about it.
It's good.
What's good about it?
It tastes good.
Okay, my
Need a
turn.
little more
Icing.
icing.
Here, take that.
There's nothing in there.
All right, it's my turn because I haven't tasted it yet.
I have 2 spoonfuls.
This is really good, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Can't believe
You're
this is
getting
keto.
better.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, I think we're done. Y'all want to bite? Do
Hey,
y'all want to
hey.
bite?
I can fix you some. I got some red bell pepper. Who likes red bell peppers?
You can have the rest of it. There you go. His eyes got this big around. I'm going to make you one later if you want. I'm going to make me one.
Good.
All right, you.
Hey, honey. While we're on live, if I go pick a red bell pepper, would you eat it?
No. He's growing something out there that's evil.
No.
Becky Gibson. Hi, Becky from South Carolina. Becky, I'm in South Carolina too. Where can you... Well, you don't have to tell me live. I was just wondering where you were. I'm from Rock Hill, South Carolina. Okay, so I'm getting ready to go. I hope y'all enjoyed this. It was amazing. It was really, really good. So, I hope you make it. If you make it, do me a favor and take a picture. Send it to me. Okay? Bye, you guys.
That was good. That's good, baby.
It is good.